Hello, and welcome to another redesigning series by Joel Smits. Today what we're going to do is we're going to take an image, a captured image, whether it was by cell phone or a camera, and without actually going in and touching it or altering it or drawing around it, we are going to use some simple software that will allow us to layer on some shadow bands or some wedding bands onto this. What's the importance of this? Well, the biggest importance is that you can actually kind of look into the future and see what is possible without altering or changing your ring. So we don't really have to do anything physical to the engagement ring. And in many cases we have individuals that come in that have spent some good money on their engagement ring. They were all excited about it. Now it's getting closer to the wedding. Now they have no wedding band, and they're scrambling to find a wedding band, and they can do it, but sometimes it just doesn't fit, doesn't match, just a lot of other things that can happen. So this way we're actually able to communicate, not physically but virtually, so that the customer and the designer can come together in designing something that would look nice. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start to make some changes. First thing we're going to do, since this is a captured image, is I've done some changes to the actual picture to kind of clean it up so that we can use it. And what I did is kind of made it more of its white color and kind of straighten things out here. So that's the band that we saw on the person's finger. So with that, we're going to lay it out here, and we're going to start to bring up some designs, wedding band designs that might work. This one here, now that I've put it on here, is a little different in that it's more of a graduated look. This is mostly straight. We're actually focusing on the flanking diamonds here that are on each side of the center oval diamond. That doesn't seem to work. Let's bring up another one. This one would work, but it's set with these bezels or metal that goes all the way around, and these are actually prong based, so that probably wouldn't match as well either. So let's continue. Here we're getting closer. Stones are about the same size, but we don't have any prominent beads like we do here, and we really want it to match, or the goal is to match it better. So let's continue. Now this one here looks like it would work pretty well because it does have prongs that are about the same size. So let's go ahead and use this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it right up against this. Now you can see right off the bat that we have, it's not necessarily an issue, but we do have a problem, unless it's addressed, that this band is curved. Now in some cases, depending upon how the center stone is set, if the undercarriage underneath the stone is wide, then you really can't put a straight band across it. In order for you to use a straight band, you would have to have the center from the side. It would have to be very acutely tapered so that it would allow another band to fit seamlessly right up against the engagement ring. But we don't have that, so we need to kind of go with something that's a little curved. Now that looks pretty good, and that would work pretty well as a wedding band to mirror the engagement ring. But let's continue on by perhaps putting another one on the other side. Lots of times we're having women, especially if women have never gotten a wedding band and they've had their engagement ring for a while, they just want to kind of dress it up a little bit because it is sentimental and they don't really want to change it. Well, this is one way to enhance the engagement ring, even if it's been years since they've gotten married. So I think this looks pretty well. We've got the same type of setting pattern, so I'm going to use that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the altered image, and I'm going to layer that right back on to the top, so we can see now that it's on the top and the center stone is showing. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and paste that to the canvas. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this. And now it's one thing to be able to see something on a piece of paper or a canvas, or in this instance a computer monitor screen. But what we're going to do is we're going to be able to bring up a hand, and we're going to be able to lay down the ring over it. This really helps in terms of really getting a better perspective of dimension and how it might look on a finger. This is really a good way to see if the design really works on a hand. So that kind of covers everything from designing a wedding band or wedding bands, and how they might look after they're created, how they would look after they're put together. We do this as a free service at either one of our studios in Pleasant Hill or San Ramon. You can go to our website at JewelSmiths, that's plural with S at the end, JewelSmiths.com, and you can go ahead and fill out any one of the contact forms that will go to our designers, and we can set you up for a free, no obligation session. Takes anywhere from 20 minutes to maybe an hour, but we can take a picture of your ring, and then we can start to play around with making a band that would mirror, or that can be created to highly enhance your engagement ring. So thank you very much for watching. We will have more video series as time goes along. Thanks a lot.